Welcome back to another episode of Goat-Worthy Reactions, where we mainly like to focus on the goats on this channel. And today we're back with two. This is gonna be Lateralus. That's biblical. Yo, for people to be like, well, I guess you don't got to be Christian to read scripture and get familiar with it. So, I mean, let me take that back. I was about to say something stupid, put my foot in my mouth. Let's not waste some more time, man. Listen, if you've been following me, I am currently doing the 10,000 Days album right now on the Patreon. So hit that link in the description box below. Make sure you come join the family, and keep an eye out on my YouTube channel and on my Patreon. Become a free member and keep an eye out. Join the community, get in the tool chat. Become a member, and you're still able to communicate with us and, get updates and stuff like that. But let's not waste some more time. I did enough talking. So this is Lateralus 2. I'm excited. Y'all been asking for this one for a while. The people been asking for this one for a while. Let me turn it all the way up. Oh, damn, this song's 9 minutes long. I should have checked that. I like that. The tension they be building up. Damn, in the beginning, in the intros. Legendary intros. Sorry. It's getting closer. Let's go. No, I'm sorry. I gotta hear that again. Damn, that joint scared the hell out of me. Aggressive breakdown. I like that. Let's go. I'm ready. I'm scared. We got some scratches going on in there. They're low, but I hear them. That's interesting.
As below, so above and beyond, I imagine. Drawn beyond the lines of reason. Push the envelope, watch it bend.
Watch it bend?
And that's how he ended up.
Oh my God. Oh my God. All right, I gotta hear that again because I'm distracted by the music right now. Sonically, it's so pleasing to the ear, but I need to pay attention to the lyrics because that was an interesting line.
As below, so above and beyond, I imagine. Drawn beyond the lines of reason. Push the envelope, watch it bend.
Okay. That's some freaking dense writing. Overthinking, overanalyzing. What though? What is he overanalyzing? Oh my god, that drum set is so fire. Ooh. Although he's going off.
All I see in my infancy, red and yellow, then came to be, reaching out to me, lets me see. There is so much more and beckons me to.
Let me pause right there because he said a lot of dense lyricism. I am gonna say that the way he was flowing over that part of the beat, I haven't heard him flow like that yet. And correct me if I'm wrong, for those who've watched all my reactions to Tool, so far from what I've seen, that's the first time he's done that, right? Because he was literally riding the beat, and he had a cool little flow with the infancy. Like, he almost repeated the same pattern he did 3 times in a row. I have yet to hear him do that because the beat doesn't do that. But the beat, not the beat, I won't say the beat as a totality with every instrument playing, but the drums. Danny did repeat the pattern 3 times in a row, and Maynard followed the pattern. I thought that was a cool little sequence. They were kind of in sync, and they're always in sync, like vibes and spiritually. You could tell they're just on the same sync. They're on the same level as far as like artistry, but they're almost, I think their thing that's so cool, that's so abstract about them, is that they're never really in sync musically. They're just complementing each other, and they're coming together to make something different, because most bands, most musicians, most people, they make sounds and they want the lyrics to match, you know, the flow, or they just want the lyrics to match the production. But I think what they do, what the production team and Maynard do, I think they focus on the differences, right? They focus on the differences and bring light to them so that the song becomes more abstract. And he allows the lyrics, he literally allows, this is like a risky move, but he literally allows the lyrics to carry past all of that. He's a smart dude, so sometimes he writes and I'm just trying to understand it. I know I'll be wrong, dead wrong sometimes, but he's just a high intellectual, so it's hard to follow him. I ain't gonna lie, he's a tough act to follow. But he does keep it spiritual, which is what I really respect about him. And no matter what you think about this dude, I just think, like, how do you not understand how humble and how grounded he actually is? Even when you go back to Judith, even when you go back to, you know, Jimmy, even when you go back to songs where he was angry, there was a lot of groundness in his anger. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's what I feel like. I'm gonna run this verse back a little bit because he seems like he's about to get into something, reaching out to me. Oh no, that's we're at the right spot. Let's keep it going.
Lets me see there is so much more and beckons me to look through to these infinite possibilities. As below, so above and beyond, I imagine.
What?
Outside the lines of reason, push the
You see, he's like riding the beat. I love the way it sounds too, because he usually doesn't do this. Not to my experience so far with him. He's riding the beat almost. I mean, he's finding his weird pockets that he likes to slide into, but for the most part, man, he's been riding his beat like on point, which is like that becomes abstract to me. That becomes weird to me when I hear Maynard doing that. Like, that's not what Tool does. Not from what I know, right? So yeah, interesting. I don't know how old this album is, because I heard someone told me that this song is maybe I misheard, but someone told me this song is the name of the album as well. But anyways, hold on, I want to hear that part again. Like, I want you to know what I'm talking about. Like, he's just on beat.
There is so much more and beckons me
Right.
to look through to these infinite possibilities.
He's on beat to the T.
As below, so above and beyond, I imagine. Drawn outside the lines of reason.
He's riding the beat.
Push the envelope, watch it bend.
I like that line. Push the envelope, watch it bend. Let's go, Danny. Danny's Danny's a beast. Ugh. Ooh. Oh my gosh. I love that. Whatever may come, he stays in question. He's so slick, bro. He's so slick. He stays in question. Oh my God, this is beautiful breathing room. He did that thing again, though. Separate body from mind. This is different for me. This is different for me. I think these lyrics might be wrong. Yes, yes, yes. That was an important line, weep like a widow, because he just spoke about the feeling like, see, this is what I was saying. I just did a reaction to Sober Live, and I was talking about his stage presence and why he focuses less on performing and being impressive, and he focuses more on the connection. He wants you to feel the rhythm. He wants you to feel, he wants you to draw nearer to the purpose of the record, not the skill set of the record, not the talent, not how hard it was to write a song. He comes across as someone who doesn't care about his writing. He gives me the vibes of someone who just doesn't impress himself. He has a message. He's trying to put it together, and he wants you to get it, right? And that's the most important thing to him. And I feel like people like that, they're going to shine and be legends without even trying. You know why? Because all they're trying to do is get a message across and create more questions, create more conversations. And I feel like people who are like that, they standing on 10 toes. I feel like that's the closest thing to righteous as you can get. That's righteous. That's righteousness. He's staying solid, right? He's staying solid, and he's staying grounded, because he's a grounded individual. He leaves it open. So he leaves it open for the possibility of being wrong, right? Being wrong. Even when he's at his most angriest, he's never standing on something and saying, this is what it is. This is what's happening. You guys got to listen to me. No, he's introducing you to the rhythm, to the feel. You know, trust the vibe, trust the vibrations. You know what I'm saying? Trust that nerve, trust that gut feeling. He is a gut feeling writer. He writes things, and then you feel it in your gut, and you just know instinctively, okay, yeah. And then the crazy thing is, someone else is saying the same thing to the lyrics, and they're thinking something different. And I think at the end of the day, all of these different attractions, whether it's me, a Christian dude, Christian reactor, listening to Maynard, he's allowing me to connect him. He's allowing an agnostic believer, someone who's just on the fence, don't really know what's going on. They're connecting to it somehow. And, you know, you got an atheist, you got whoever, right? You got all these people, and everybody's certain about what they're feeling. Not about what he's saying, but they're certain about what they're feeling. So he kind of leans away from the lyricism, as lyrically dense as he is, which is crazy. I think he's just naturally gifted. He's just a high intellectual. He has no choice but to write this good. I think that's the thing about his skill set. But on the other end, I don't think he focuses on the skill set. I know that sounds crazy, but I think he focuses on the vibe and the connection. Weep like a widow is like a crazy description. I didn't even hear the next line, but the point is, he knows how to describe things so that you could feel it in your gut and you could picture it instantly. I'm over here running my mouth. Yeah, right here. Desire to feel the rhythm, get connected. Yes. good description. Give me more. Give me more. To what? To what? Isn't that? Look at that writing. He's not. He hasn't even said it yet. He's saying things to add on to things, to add on to things. He's giving a description of something, in a description of something, a description of something, and they all sound like the same thing, but he hasn't even given us what the thing he's describing. It's so freaking nuts. I hope he does. I hope he doesn't, because that would be an answer, and he's a question guy. Two. He ends everything with two. The beauty. Two. Fountain. Two. To what, bro? Two. That's genius. It's genius. He doesn't even say to what, bro. Hold on. Was that last one? Yeah, because he's a grounded human. He stays grounded. Why? To stay leveled. He's staying leveled. So at the end of the day, he humbles himself. He has questions. He gets nuts sometimes. He gets angry. But these are all part of the human anatomy. This is all human, right? These are all natural human things. And I think it's interesting that he stays grounded. He stays humble. He stays righteous. He strives for righteousness. He definitely strives for righteousness. That's his spiritual side that does that. And he can only see things so far, because he at the end of the day, as many questions he proposes for the listeners and stuff like that, he always acknowledge. I feel like in almost all his music, he always acknowledges the fact, no matter what divinity, no matter what presence that may exist, whenever might be in question for him, he always acknowledges the fact that he's human and he's limited in his know-it-all, right? He's limited in his know-it-all. It's amazing. It's like this is the best type of, like, if you're going to create an artist, you want to give him characteristics and, morals and all these type of things, like, you're going to create Maynard. You're going to create the perfect artist. Like, it's going to be Maynard. Divinity to be a human. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, but that, oh my gosh. So many different sounds. Oh my gosh, let's go. I can't believe this. There is no end on the spiral. Spin up. Wow. This is my favorite song. (2001) All right, let me stop being a fool. Um, there were so many good things he said there. The reason why I was bugging out is because what I was trying to explain, I'm trying to think if I said any of these things before I try to look cool. I think I was thinking most of it as the song was playing because I wasn't able to pause it. I think did I say anything? All right. If I didn't say it, then just disregard what I'm about to say. But he said right here, he says, with my feet upon the ground. This is what I'm talking about. So he just got done talking about the human aspect and like the limitations of that may be for anyone who is, not a high level thinker, but just someone who's optimistic and, open to learning pretty much, or open to take information, right? Because he's an information giver, right? Not information giver as far as like answers, but more so conversations. He makes conversations happen, which is the best type of artist, honestly. Like I feel like that's the position. That's what the position of an artist should be. Use your talents to create conversations, not give answers, because you probably don't got the answers. Way, but he says, "With my feet upon the ground." Again, we're going back to the grounded aspect and just who he is. And then he says, "What did he say right before that?" I lose myself between the sounds. So earlier he spoke about the rhythm and being connected to it, right? Because the point is, it's kind of like with his performance on Sober, right? And that live performance, right? The reading live performance. If you think about it, he's doing this right here. This is why he's so consistent with his message. That was in 1993. This is 2001, and guess what? He's still the same Maynard as far as like artistic, right? So what I'm saying is he was looking lost on stage, wasn't he? Like he was on stage like holding the mic and looking dazed and confused. You might have thought he was dazed and confused, but really he was lost in the rhythms, because even in this song he says, feel the rhythm, to something along the lines of to get connected, to be connected, right? And that's what he's talking about. So he loses himself in that, but he stays grounded, his feet upon the ground. So I just think that's interesting. I'm just thinking that's interesting because that's something from Sober to now, the performance to now. There's a consistency there, and I trust people who have consistency, meaning I trust them to give me good information and help me create good conversations, which is what he does. So when you see people who have patterns, good patterns that repeat from like maybe an 8-year difference, you gotta respect it, salute it, or maybe pay attention to it. But yeah, that was good. That was a good. I like that, man. To swing on the spiral. I love the whole spiral thing, because if you think about a spiral, he said until the spiral ends, which is basically not ever. he spoke about infinity possibilities, right? So he's just so dense. All of his lines connect, and like they kind of answer each other at some point, kind of, somewhat. Not really. That's not what I meant to say. But yeah, reaching out to embrace the random, reaching out to embrace whatever. That's him playing with the thought of what could be up there. Right? He said reaching up, and then he says reaching out, and he says that purposely because that's the line he walks on. That's his agnostic or atheist mind. I'm not really sure what he is, right? But that's just his spiritual mind trying to connect to something. His spirituality is trying to connect to them, because he knows that the spirit has to come from something, right? And he calls it this random whateverness, right? Because the truth is, that's what he thinks of it. He's not sure. And I respect that. That's honest music right there. So in reaching out to embrace whatever may come, that's the opposite of control. He's not like that. So that's like him surrendering to experience instead of just trying to intellectually dominate every outcome. Like that would be a bit of an ego cocky thing, and that's not really what I get out of him. And honestly, the way he said it anyways, it connects perfectly back to the overanalyzing line, actually, if we go back to that, because overthinking usually comes from trying to control everything before it actually even happens. Just being a little too antsy, right? But we all know life don't work that way. But musically though, bro, we gotta talk about the production. Production is insane though. There's a lot of production going on. I know I didn't speak about it a lot, but I was trying to speak about it while it was playing, because I don't want to give you guys a long-winded video. I know you guys don't like sitting here through long-winded videos, but the way the instruments just kept, I feel like, evolving in layers, bro. In layers, like in mirrors, right? Almost like mirrors to the lyrics in a way, but not to the lyrics. Let me not say that. Mirrors the message. That's what they do. They mirror the message. That's their connection, right? Most artists make a beat to match the lyrics. These guys make production. They make sounds. They make these sonics, right? And they want the sonics to connect to the message of what the purpose of the lyrics are, not the lyrics themselves, not to match and ride the beat. No, they want to match the purpose. And what he has to do is deliver it in such a way, which is very challenging, but I think this is what he's used to. So I don't know, this might be easy for him. I'm not really sure. Incredible songwriting though overall, because when you got the drums, right? You got the bass, the guitar, keep spiraling outward. Those things, those sounds, they're like even the sounds kind of connect to the message. They're spiraling outward while Maynard still, he keeps spiraling outward mentally because he's the lyricist here. Great writing to swing on the spiral to still be human. So that might be, I feel like that might be not the emotion, but that might be like the heart of the entire record, right? Because to search for something bigger is what that means, right? To search for something bigger, to seek transcendence, right? To seek like clarity almost, but not really clarity, really just to chase meaning, because clarity would provide answers. And that's not really what we're chasing. We're not chasing the answer. We're chasing the experience, to push consciousness further. He's challenging you. He challenges us a lot when you listen to Maynard. So definitely understand that. But like he said about the whole human thing, he still remains with his feet to the ground at the end of the day, 10 toes down. That's a difficult balance, I would say. We'll ride the spiral to the end. Spirals don't end though. So basically the ending of this record itself, the song, I didn't get a conclusive feeling. I'm not gonna lie. I love it. I'm gonna bump this a lot. I think I'm honestly, I might have recency bias, but I might like this better than sober. But it didn't feel like a conclusion. It felt like more of a continuation, which like connects to the whole spiral thing, the infinity messages he was talking about. Man, there's a lot of stuff he spoke about in here. I can't even remember everything because the song is so dang long. But if I missed some stuff, put it in the comment section and remind me because at the end of the day, man, growth never stops at the end of the day. So the whole spiral thing has a clarity to me now because I didn't know where it came from or why it started. So maybe it came from this song. I'm not sure. But now the spiral emoji just means a lot more to me now. Awareness never stops. Yeah. Exploration never stops. And honestly, Tool they don't make music like they're trying to, provide solutions, man. They don't. It's more about just, there's still more to feel. There's more to feel. There's more to become even. So spiral out. Keep going. Almost sounds less like a lyric and more like philosophy living. Shout out to Maynard, man. Smart dude, high intellectual. Let me know what y'all want me to react to next. Sorry, I tried not to be long-winded, but I think that was long-winded. Hit the like button if you like it. Hit the hype button if I got it. Subscribe, share, do whatever. Hit me up in the comment section. I'll get with y'all. I get all my information from the comment section. I don't go to Google and look up stuff. That's not what I do. I read comments all day and night. That's what I do. I love doing it, and I try to respond to as many people as possible. But give me some information. Get on the Patreon. I'm telling you, get on the Patreon right now. We dropping, and we're gonna be dropping random tool reactions as well, not just the 10,000 days out. We'll be picking from other, like we're dropping this right now. This is going straight to Patreon. So we'll be picking random stuff from random albums because people are donating for it. So I have to do them. You know what I'm saying? I have to respect people's money. They're donating and they want me to skip the line. So I have to do them. So if I'm going to do them, I'll put them on the Patreon and then we'll eventually get to them on the YouTube later on. But we out.